Hey guys, it's William the Antioxidant Queen, and I'm here to give an update of the day after of my Morpheus8 treatment. I want to review a couple of products from the Be Minimalist skincare line, and if I have enough time, I will show you a hack from the ordinary that I discovered. Let's talk about Morpheus8. Morpheus8 is basically microneedling, infrared light, and heat all combined into one. It's basically the next best thing to skin tightening, a facelift, besides going under the scalpel itself, from what I understand. Some people have a great experience with it, some people don't. Yesterday was my first out of 3 to 4 times I'm going to have it done, so I had a positive experience. It depends on what you're doing with the Morpheus gun. It goes by depth levels. It goes from a 1 to a 3. It might go farther, but I'm just going to say 1 to 3 for this video's sake. The further you go, the more fat it burns. So from what we did from here up to the cheekbones right here, we just did a medical microneedling with the infrared light and with the heat just to really produce that collagen production going on even further. But from the cheeks down, like especially within the jawline with my jowls and my little bit of turkey, we're going to go into a fat burning, where we're going to contour up the jawline and get rid of this a little bit. So this will be snatched a little bit. As for the neck, I really don't have a lot of fat, but I am getting the crepiness, so we just went for tightening within there. Like I said, it was my first time, so it's too early to even see results, because when it comes to the Morpheus8, you won't see results for a couple of months down the road. So we're just going to have to keep going and going and going with this. This is going to last me probably to like February with my treatment plan every 4 weeks. And then probably by spring, I will see the results. But my main concern is I just want to get snatched right up a little bit, right up in here. As you can see the difference? Now, the redness in here, there is some texturing going on, but it's not true texturing, I guess you can call it. I'm losing elastin in my face, so I'm getting wrinkles, like these little wavy wrinkles within here. So we did some resurfacing with that, with the Morpheus8. So that's where you saw me going flinching and stuff, because it did hurt. I'll be honest with you, an hour of numbing cream and taking a Xanax, yeah, it did hurt. And I have a high threshold for pain. So I was a trooper, but like 3/4 of the way through, I had to say, Casey, please stop. And I had to catch my breath, and I said, bring on the nitrous. That's where you saw me with the tube in my mouth. The thumbnails, that video that I posted yesterday of the highlight of the procedure, it makes me look like I'm like on life support. I should have just put a GoFundMe tag under it. Would have got a better response from it. But anyway, I'm happy with the procedure. The day after, my face is a little, as you can see, I do have like little marks, but I would get these marks anyway from a microneedling. The cheeks are a little more red than usual. That's because we went for the resurfacing. I'm not allowed to use any actives, of course, even moisturizers. The Aquaphor healing cream, the ointment, that's the only thing. I got a face full of SPF on today. That fix my hair. Full face of SPF. I got to stay out of the sun tomorrow. She said by Monday I can go back to actives. I will see how my face feels. If I feel its time is right, then I'll go back to it. If I want to wait a day or two longer, I will. But my face is just very dry. Last night it felt like a severe sunburn, and my cheeks hurt. As you can see, they're rather red today, and my face is reddish all around, as you can see. The whole procedure took about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour for the numbing cream just to set, and about 45 minutes for the procedure itself. I did enjoy it until it started to hurt, and it does hurt. And if they offer you the nitrous or whatever they offer you, take it. Don't try to be a superhero, because if I can't take it, I'm going to tell you, you can't take it. But I can't wait to do it again. Like I said, the pros, we're going to have a little bit of snatchness going on up in here, so that'll look cute for me, And I have to say, I was looking just now, I've been having a problem with the video, so this is like my 20th take, believe it or not. But Yes, I did get some toxin in my head, and with the fiber blasting going on, and I really wasn't into it. Like after the fourth time, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Why am I burning my face off? But once the Botox got, and I didn't get Botox, but once the toxin got up in there, and then the lines smoothed out and everything, I could see why I did it. And I'm very, very happy with those results from the fibroblast. I'm happy with my toxin. I'm happy with how my skin is looking and performing at the moment. So we could all be happy for me. Holiday hauls. Let's talk about holiday hauls. Mine are all done. I finished them like 3 weeks ago and everything like that. The sales that I got from Face Theory, Decium, Cosrx, and I did a Yes Style because I had so many points and they were running like a 25% off everything. So I did get a lot of things. I set myself up for X amount for a budget for skincare for the year. And I actually came out $75 under the budget, which was fantastic for me. But then I have to take into consideration that I do use L-ascorbic acid and I do use my Dr. Lauren Picard's copper peptides. Those are both made fresh. My last batch I purchased in October of the copper peptides, they were produced in August. 2 months of a copper peptides just manufactured, that's fresh as far as I'm concerned. That is fresh because you could pick up a bottle of moisturizer and that stuff has been sitting there for how many months before it finally hit the shelf of the store you purchased it in, or it's some white label garbage that's been sitting in some warehouse until you put your Neutrogena on it or something, whatever to that. But as for the Morpheus8, yeah, I liked it. It was a fun experience. Would I do it again? Yes, I am going to do it again and again and again and probably again for the fourth time. I want to see those results. I just want to get a little snatched up down here. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with enhancements. What else can I say about the cons about it? It did hurt. My face was on fire last night. You can't even put on moisturizer for the first 48 hours. It's just the Aquaphor healing ointment. I do have an SPF of a 40 on right now that is it's super goop. So we know it's very hydrating and everything like that on me. So that's helping me out a little bit. Little devil dog. I hope he stops. So that is all about that. I'm a little quiet today. I don't know why. But I want to talk to you about the Minimalist because there's been a little bit of chatter about this product. Now, there's not a whole bunch, and I'm understanding why there isn't, but I'm understanding why there isn't. If you look on their Instagram and stuff there's really no interaction with the public whatsoever. They put out stuff once in a while. The stuff they offer here in the States is minimalist. You know, it's I could buy this stuff in The Ordinary. Some of the stuff I can't, That's why I grabbed it. And there was stuff that's similar to The Ordinary. Yes, it looks like The Ordinary, but so does the Inky List, if you want to say that. And so do a couple other products. Like I know a product in Walmart here in the States. It's called Clean. Looks just like the Inky List. So there's nobody really copying anybody. Anybody can make a 2% alpha-arbutin. Anybody can make a 10% niacinamide, and say, oh, they're copying, The Ordinary. No, they're not. It's their own formulations and things of that nature. But I did go on to the India site for the Minimalist. And there are some really great products that I wish I can get my hands on. They have a niacinamide 10% with an EUK in it. I wish that's 2 steps for me. That's 2 serums right there in one for me because I use both of those products. They offer a 5%. They offer a multiple of cleansers and things of that. But the United States, with our FDA regulations, we're cut off from a lot of good product out there. And I did buy a couple of things. There are a couple of things that I'm looking at, a little side-eyed on like, why did I buy this? There are a couple that I am excited to try, so I'm just going to get into that real quick and talk about that. The first one, let's talk about excitement. I am excited to try The Minimalist Vitamin C with E and Furic Acid for 16%. It is a 3-ethyl ascorbic acid. Why we call it a 3? Because on the third molecule, it's got a carbon wrap on it. That's why it's a 3. It's a derivative. It's the most stable and the most studied out of the derivatives is this one, is the EOO. And I've been searching for an EOO of good quality for a while. The Ordinary was the only one that really had something to offer. Now, 16% people are like, oh, you don't need it that high. You don't need it that high. You don't need it that high. Sometimes high isn't necessarily more. Sometimes if your face can take a high amount, like I could take a 15, 20% glycolic on my face and nothing will happen, doesn't mean it's bad. So I think the world of beauty needs to stop demonizing high percentages. Just because a percentage doesn't work for you doesn't mean it's not going to work for me, and vice versa. You might be using a mandelic acid or a lactic acid. I don't use that. Am I going to trash it? No. It works for you. Let it be. But getting back on a high percentage, when it comes to a derivative, especially the EAA, it's 16%. It has to go through a one-step conversion in order to turn into the L-ascorbic acid. And you're only going to get an 80% return on that. So let's do the math. 12.8 L-ascorbic acid you're going to get from this. So that's right at that 10% that people talk about. Oh, it should be around 10%. So for those purists out there, you know, am I making you happy? Am I closer? I hope I am, because no, I'm not. I don't care if I'm making you happy. It's my skin. Who am I caring? But I'm really excited to try this. It is fragrance-free, oil-free. It's just got L-ascorbic acid into it, and a few little fillers. It is water-based. It has a pH of a 3.8 to a 4.8. Now, this is what really impressed me. Now, I opened it already, and I knew I shouldn't have opened it, so it's sitting in the fridge. And I have a bottle of my CosRX going on right now, so I'm not going to be able to get to this for a minute. But I'm going to show you. And this really, I never saw this before ever in my life. It's pure white. It is see-through, clear, crystal clear. Just a couple of drops. Smooths right on. It does feel a little bit oily, like a little slick. Let's just call it slick. It's on. Absolutely no fragrance whatsoever. Dry, done. So this one I'm really excited to try. And why I opened it, because this is a brand new brand to me. Like I said, there's really not a lot of chatter out there about it. Even when you go to their sites and people ask questions, they're like, DM me. No, bro, just answer the darn questions. You know, so I don't know. That's what made me go a little about this. Their packaging is cute. It's very minimalist. They do give you the ingredients of everything here. They tell you how to use. Now here, how to use cleanser, toner, the vitamin C, moisturizer, sunscreen. Then they tell you what it works best with. It works best with their peel and their Transamic 3% serum. They have 3% for those who like Transamic. So you may want to look into that. I guess, you know, it works well because the pH of the peel, we're going to call that the yellow peel, and I'll show you that one next, is because it's such a low pH. On this one, the pH is a 3.8 to a 4.8. And I think that's pretty low for a derivative. But it is what it is. So that one, I'm really excited to try eventually one day. Let's talk about this one. Oh, when you unwrap this big box, it comes in this little box. And they have sayings about transparency is the new objectivity. Speak the truth. Transparency breeds legitimacy. Truth never damages a cause that is just. Honest and transparency makes you vulnerable. Be honest and transparent anyway. Oh, they had to throw a little Gandhi in there. And it's here for heritage. Ain't no problem with pride of your country. But I don't know. To me, it's just like saying the same thing, just different words. I mean, stop. But it comes in a cute little box within a box. So, I mean, so if you want to say minimalist, no, it's not, because it's packaged twice. So that is that. Now we're going to talk about the AHA, PHA, BHA peel, 32%. The ordinary is a 30% with a 2% BHA. This one is a 32. It's 25 AHA, 5 PHA, and 2 BHA, which is your salicylic acid. It does have glycolic, lactic, mandelic, salicylic. It's got turmeric, and that's what's going to give it the color. This is yellow. Yellow. I've already done patch tests on this. They said it was going to tingle and stuff. I put it on my wrist, you know. I didn't get any tingling. But again, let's just drop. It's oily. Very oily. As you can see, like, see the yellow? It's yellowing. They said, now the ordinary says put on a thin layer. This one's telling you to slap it on thick. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, now that I have this on for my wrist, I only keep it on for 10 minutes, so this is going to be a shorter video than I anticipated. The hero in this, they're saying it's like alcoholic, of course, because it's 25 up in there with the AHA. No silicones, no sulfates, no essential oil, no fragrance. No, there really isn't. There isn't. I mean, there's a smell to it, but not fragrance or anything like that. Use PM once every 2 weeks. Apply a thick layer. Leave on for 10 minutes in big bold. Thank God, because you know someone on TikTok is going to get this crap and scrub it in with a fork. TikTok. I don't even have an account to TikTok. But that's like a cesspool of garbage. That and Twitter. Those two I do not go to. I just will not. This one's telling you cleanser, do the peel, moisturizer, sunscreen. But it's telling you to use it at night. I use my peels during the day. On Sundays, I like to do a peel or some kind of exfoliation. So I'm no stranger to this. I know what I'm doing. So eventually, when this heals up, I am going to try this and see what happens to this. So I don't know about that. This one is cute. This one is the Minimalist Ceramides, 3%. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's got your ceramide NS, your ceramide EOP, your NP, your AS, your AP. It's got some kernel in it. It has madagascaride. That I've been seeing in a lot of product. I guess that's for redness and inflammation. This I already tried on. You know, did a patch on this also. It's a 1.7. It was like $8. You know, you can't go wrong with that. Its consistency. It's a gel, a white gel. I want to say it's almost like the Illiloon Alto Ceramide Gel or the Versed Dew Point. Basically, it's like that, or the Omega Water Cream from Minimalist. It's that kind of consistency and blends in just like that. And again, no scent whatsoever. So, I mean, it's a ceramide moisturizer. I mean, that I can't go wrong on, you know, so that is that with that. And like I said, it was like $8. All these products, I mean, I got all 4 of these for like $35, including, I didn't get charged shipping. And it was weird, even though they're out of India, they have a distribution center in the United States. Ooh. One thing that impressed me about this brand, any product that is outsourced outside of their country, may it be something from Canada or something from the United States or something from the Virgin Islands or the UK or somewhere out there, they put it on there where it's from. And I think that's classy because there are some products out there that I just won't go near because I don't believe in the human rights issues in that country, and I don't care. I just will not buy from that manufacturer, from that brand because of that, because they can take that product and get it made somewhere else that doesn't have laws against the LGBT community. And yeah, I'm LGBTQ. I mean, Christ, who didn't know that? But I'm not, that's my ethos. I won't do that. I rather use Neutrogena first before I go. I'd rather a bunny rabbit die for my cosmetics than a human die just for being gay. That's how I see it. Now, the next one, and this one is, I was excited for it, but I don't know if even I might just chuck it. If someone wants it in this video, let me know. I will send it. I don't know. I got to try it. It's the Alpha Lipoic 2% face cream. It has EAA in it. It has fullness, which is like this hot to trot new antioxidant. Well, it's not new. It's been out there since the 80s. Michelle from Lab Muffin did a video on fullness. You could see the link that I put up there. I told you there ain't no link up there. And it's, Alpha Lipoic is a great antioxidant. It's a powerhouse of an antioxidant. I wish The Ordinary would bring that back. But here's the weird part of it. It's telling me that I have to use this basically at a pH of a 3.5 to a 4.5. Now, on the peel, it said I should use this afterwards. I'm not going to sit there and exfoliate my face 3-4 times a week just to use this. So I don't know about this, if this was something I'm really, really looking forward to using. And it stinks. It really does smell. I mean, not like, oh my God, rotten egg, death, the smell of a dead person. But it does have an odor to it. And if you can get past the smell and, give it a try, then go at it. I mean, I am going to give it a try because this is the one antioxidant that I really can't get my hands on. The Ordinary, yeah, we're bringing it back. It's been off the market for 3 years already. When are you going to bring it back? That was a shame they even took it off the market. Oh, well. So that is my minimalist review. I mean, like I said, there are some other products that they make a 5% niacinamide. If you look at the India site, they really have a decent selection. But like I said, they don't really market their product. There's no promotion to their product. It's like if you stumble on it or an influencer gets their hands on it, they'll talk about it. But I think they could be more of a brand than what they are now. And from what I've been reading on their Instagram, they change formulations a lot. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I'm not that person. But there's a little hack that I want to tell you about. And I'm going to piggyback off of Rob from Mad About Skin on his video that he did yesterday on The Ordinary's EUK 134. Powerhouse antioxidant, great hydrator. It plays well with other products, not really too much with other antioxidants, but if you know how to layer and know what you're doing, it does play well with it. I've been using it for, honestly, 8 months. I just don't talk about when I do changes in my routine a lot. I just don't. If I do, I just add something in. I mean, if you look at my first video I ever did of my AM routine, it really hasn't changed that much. I think I've added like the UK into it. That's basically about it. Oh, and subtracted the liquid hydration before 11 o'clock. But here's something great. We all know this little, and Rob mentioned this also yesterday, the SDSM2, the superoxide dismastis saccharide mist hydrator. The antioxidant. How I could explain this, the super oxide. When you're playing Pac-Man and you had your little yellow Pac-Man, he's eating bump, eating the little free radicals. But when he hits that big one, he turns into the big Pac-Man and can eat the larger free radicals. That's what the super oxide is. That's what the SD is. A large Pac-Man that could eat the larger fragments. Free radicals. That's what your EUK 134 does. Now, let's talk about the saccharide mist. And that's mist. But what are saccharides? Marine hydraulics. Your algae ferments, your red algae, your seaweed, your kelp, your ferments. Mix these two together, you have this. Is it cost effective? I don't think it really is. This is, if you buy it on sale this month, you got a few days, about a week left. It's like $38. This lasts me about 6 months. These bottles will last me about 3 months. Now, you could say, yeah, it is cost effective because this is only $8 and this is $8, if that, I might have paid $12 for these 2 bottles. Okay, so 24. So yeah, I guess it is cost effective. How do you layer it? Of course, this is your thinnest. This is better than hyaluronic acid, actually. Really runny in consistency, pure water. Think of your Arginine, or your Cass, how watery it is. Same consistency. You're gonna get that on, then go about the rest of your steps, blah blah blah. When it comes time to put this on before your moisturizers and your heavier creams or whatever, have you not, your SPF, then you go in. I do about 3-4 drops, and I spread them out, and I press, and then I press. I give it like 2 or 3 minutes to absorb in. Sometimes I put a little too much in, and that's where it's just not going to absorb anymore. And I just blot real quick, or I just put dry. I could feel it as I blot it. Just press it in and go about your steps. It's a hack. As a matter of fact, I believe it was Michelle from Lab Muffin. She has a blog. I read it on her blog many months ago, but I just keep forgetting to talk about it. But yeah, it's a hack. Like I said, I'm just piggybacking off of Rob's. He was the first to call this out and all, and everything like that. He did talk about this being a cult following, but he should, mix these two together, and you have this. This is it, and everything like that. So that's why, I'm still using it, as you can see. This was from last year's sale. I didn't even buy it this year. Am I going to do an unhauling of my Christmas holiday hauls? No, I'm not going to do it this year. But I do have to say, I watched a video of my cleansers of last year. I had 13 cleansers. I'm down to my 6. This year, I'm just moving into what I need. The fear of missing out, okay, it got me once. It got me with Dr. Shireen Indris with her flash mask for $50. Great formulation, fabulous packaging. I trust her. She has the studies. She puts out her studies. She shows you numbers. I like to see numbers, especially when you're trying to sell me something new. I want to see numbers. What I didn't know, it's 15% glycolic, 2% lactic, and an undisclosed amount of tranexamic acid. I don't use tranexamic acid. I don't use lactic acid, and if I did use lactic acid, I would get to 10 from The Ordinary. 15%, I use a 7 on the daily, not daily, but the day in, day out of The Ordinary. Yeah, I do. I have a 10. I have a little bottle of a 10, Okay, I do. I do have number 7, 15% glycolic peel. I like the resurfacing peel. I like that. The resurfacing peel is now from number 7, $19.99. I understand her formulation is there and everything like that, but for me personally, I'm not going to repurchase it. I heard it's doing wonders for so many people out there, and it's really helping your skin. And I'm really not proud, but grateful that it's working for you. Do I say my skin's not smoother? Do I say my skin do not look cuter? No, I do not say that. What I'm saying is, for the price, it's just not for me. I'm a cheap bitch. We all know that. But I do have some goodies in my bags and stuff like that. Okay, I've talked the longest I've ever talked before in my life. My house is coming together with the hurricane. I've had contractors out, got quotes, fighting with my insurance company, fighting with FEMA. 2 months later, and the guy finally showed up to do my fence to see if he needed anything, but promised he was going to be back this afternoon. I even said, are you really going to show? This is the 3rd time. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll have a fence back up there, and I don't have to sit out there with my dogs. Not that I don't like to, but it gets to be annoying and everything like that. If I don't talk to you kids before the American Thanksgiving, have a fabulous Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey. Get together with your friends and family, because that's what we're all there for. I'll probably talk to you guys on a video before Christmas and all that kinds of good stuff. But until then, be safe. I love you guys, and I'm really appreciative that my dogs did not